These are our predictions for UEFA Champions League Game Week 4, Round 4. And today we are joined with Hunter. We are going to be reviewing all the matches, starting with the Dortmund vs Newcastle game. So if it is your first time joining us, ensure that you are liking the video and subscribing, joining the Must Better Betting Tips YouTube channel. So Hunter,
yes.
If you are there, let us get it started right away.
Okay, once again, I want to appreciate our fans, and I say hello and welcome once again to this our show. This show is evident because of you out there, because we are here to give you the best and the best. So the first game, we are going to look at Dortmund versus Newcastle.
Definitely.
The last time these two teams met were at St. James Park, that is the Newcastle United ground. And we witnessed a shocking 1-0 win in favor of Dortmund. So they are coming into this game, and mark you note, this group is a group of death because it has some tough teams in between. Because we have Dortmund, Newcastle, we have Paris, and AC Milan. So it is a tough group because if you could even look at the group, any team can still qualify in the group. If any team can still get the result, they can still qualify. So every team has got a chance here. So it is always every game is a difficult game. So looking at both teams, Dortmund and Newcastle, the last time many people hoped that the game will be having a lot of goals, but we were shocked. We only witnessing a 1-0 win in favor of Dortmund. So this time around, it is also going to be a difficult game in that first Dortmund are at position 2 with 4 points, Newcastle are at position 3 with 4 points. So these are teams that are very close to each other. And I won't be surprised to see a draw here, a draw of 1-1 scoreline. That's why I'm backing a draw of 1-1 scoreline. And my tip here, because it is a difficult game, to have bookies out there, I'll go for over 1.5 goals in that match. Definitely. Back to you, Must Better.
I'll just prefer you go ahead and mention the teams the way we did last time. I'll be giving my final remarks at the end of the video.
Okay, definitely. Then our second game, we'll be witnessing Shakhtar Donetsk being the host to FC Barcelona. Although most of Shakhtar's games are played in a neutral ground due to the war in Ukraine. So they'll be hosting FC Barcelona, who are the current league leaders in that group. Shakhtar stands at position 3 with possible 3 points, while FC Barcelona stands at position 1 with 9 points. The last time these two teams were out, Barcelona won with a 2-1 scoreline, and I'm backing a Barcelona win again in this game. And although Barcelona during the weekend, both teams got the results in their favor in that Shakhtar won, also Barcelona won. So at least they're well motivated moving into this game. But with the quality that Barca has, I think that they'll carry the day with the likes of Lewandowski now coming in, the likes of Gavi. I think they have the quality, the likes of Joao Felix. I think they have the quality at least to upset Shakhtar Donetsk and have the 3 points and qualify for the next round. And that's why I'm going for a scoreline. My scoreline prediction will be Shakhtar 0, Barcelona 3. And my tip will be a Barcelona win in that game. Then just a start to mention is that the home team have considered the match opener in 7 of their last 8 UCL games. So that's just a factor to consider. That is Shakhtar. They have considered the match opener in the last 7 games that they have played in the UCL. Then our third game will be witnessing another tough game, that is AC Milan versus Paris. Although AC Milan have not been in a fine form in that they lost to Inter Milan. Again, they lost to they drew to Napoli. Again, they lost to Paris before that. Then again, the last weekend we were shocked again for them to be losing against Udinese, and that was a tough game that they deserved to win after being upset with a 2-2 draw. They drew last time when they were playing Napoli. So AC Milan, I don't know what's the problem, but they're not in that good form. And with the quality that Paris have, with the win that they recorded on Friday, I think they'll carry the day again. Because the last time they met, Paris got the better side of AC Milan. and we are going to witness the same scenario in this game. AC Milan, just to remind you, stands at position 4 with 2 points, while Paris are the league leaders there. They're at position 1 with possible 6 points. And just to tell you the scoreline prediction, I'm going for AC Milan 0, Paris 2, and my tip will be a PSG win. That is Paris to win that game, definitely. Then just a tip to give you or an odd stat to mention is that PSG have scored exactly 3 goals in each of their last 8 matches that they have played. So get that tip. That is PSG have scored exactly 3 goals in each of their last 8 matches that they have played. Then the fourth game we'll be witnessing, that is ATM, that is Atletico de Madrid hosting Celta Vigo, hosting Celtic. Sorry, because it was a confusion due to Celta Vigo is in Spain La Liga also, but
it is okay.
It is Atletico Madrid meeting Celtic from Scotland. Atletico Madrid stands at position 2 with possible 5 points, while Celtic stands at position 4 with 1 point. The last time these teams met, we witnessed a lot of drama in that they were Atletico Madrid were unfortunately the red card they received, and we witnessed goals raining in that match, and they drew the scoreline of 2-2. This game, I think Atletico need to bounce back after what we witnessed on Friday, in that they were defeated with Alves. That was a scoreline of 2-1. Las Palmas. They met Las Palmas, and Las Palmas gave them a shock defeat. And moving into this game, I think Atletico need to get the better side of Celtic. And I'm going for Atletico Madrid to win with a scoreline of 2-1. And my tip will be both teams to score in that game. Just to mention a key point, that's why I backed BTS in that game, is that Atletico Madrid kept a clean sheet in just one of their last 11 competitive home victories. You have to get that. That is ATM, that's Atletico Madrid kept a clean sheet in just one of their last 11 competitive home victories. So whenever they record a victory, they always concede. And the majority of their games this season, they have conceded goals. So that's just a tip to let you know that BTS is possible in that game. Then the fifth game we'll witnessing Crvena versus RB Leipzig. Crvena stands at position 4 with 1 point, while Leipzig stands at position 2 with 6 points. The last time these two teams were out, we witnessed Leipzig winning comfortably with a scoreline of 3-1, and Crvena, although won over the weekend, RB Leipzig were upset during the weekend in that they lost terribly. And that's a huge shock because also in the midweek they also lost. So I expected them at least to bounce during the weekend, but of which they never bounced back. And moving into this game, I think they'll want the job to finish the job up by wrapping the group up at least coming second after Manchester City. And I'm backing RB Leipzig to win with a scoreline of 1-3 once again in that game. And my tip will be RB Leipzig to win that game. Then just a stat to mention is that each of Leipzig's 3 UCL matches this season have finished in a 3-1, either in defeat or in a win. The scoreline has always remained at 3-1. Whether they are defeated or they have won, a scoreline has always remained at 3-1 in each of their group. So my scoreline prediction will be Crvena 1, RB Leipzig 3, and my tip will be a win for RB Leipzig in that game. Then our sixth game for that match week 4 and round 4, we'll be witnessing FC Porto, that is from Portugal, meeting Antwerp from Belgium. FC Porto stands at position 2 with 6 points, while Antwerp stands at position 4 with 0 points. Of late, Antwerp have not been having that good form in the UCL. They're having it rough. Mm-hmm. So I expect because the last time the teams met, FC Porto got the better side of them, and we witnessed FC Porto winning with a scoreline of 4-1, and Evan Nilsson had a hat-trick in that game. So I fancy another win for FC Porto in that game again. And I'm going for FC Porto 3, Antwerp 1. And my tip will be FC Porto to win. That is team 1 to win, definitely, in that game. Then just a stat to mention is that only one of Porto's last 7 matches saw a BTS. So just get to know that. Then our 7th game, we'll be witnessing Lazio welcoming Feyenoord. Lazio stands at position 3 with possible 4 points, while Feyenoord stands at position 1 with 6 points. Just to remind our fans, Lazio are from Italy, while Feyenoord are from Netherlands. That is Eredivisie League. And the last time these teams were out, Feyenoord got the better side of Lazio, and it was a shocking and thrilling match that I witnessed over there. I never expected the Lazio to lose with such a margin. So Lazio coming into this game after getting frustrated again. They lost to Bologna during the weekend, while Feyenoord got a win during the weekend. So my tip for this game, I'm seeing Feyenoord again. Although Lazio, they need to wrap up this game. They need not to lose this game at least to keep their hopes of qualifying for the next round. This is a tough match to our viewers. This is a tough match, and I'm with the quality that Feyenoord have, I expect them to win once again, but they will be winning narrowly, and that's why I'm going for a scoreline of 1-2 in favor of Feyenoord. Then my tip will be an over 2.5 goals in that match. Then our eighth game will be witnessing Manchester City versus Young Boys. That is the defending champions welcoming Young Boys to Etihad. Defending champions are currently the league leaders with a possible 9 points, while Young Boys are position 3 with possible 1 point. And the last time these teams were out, City cruised to victory with a scoreline of 3-1. And again, I'm backing a City win in this game, and I'm considered to win with a City 3, Young Boys 0. And I'm backing my tip will be Manchester City to win and over 2.5 goals in that match together. So that's a market that I know our viewers are well conversant with. That is team 1 to win and over 2.5 goals in that match. Definitely. Then our 9th game will be witnessing Napoli meeting struggling Union Berlin. In that Union Berlin has been having a trough both in the league and in the UCL, in that they have collected 0 points from the 3 games they have played. The last time these teams met, Napoli got the better side of Union Berlin with a narrow win of 1-0. The last time they were out, but without struggling, Union Berlin are in. Each and every person knows that Union Berlin. I don't know what's wrong. Last season they were flying high, but this season I don't know what is wrong. In that they've been having a track domestically and also in the UCL. And I'll be backing Napoli to win comfortably with a scoreline of 2-0 in favor of Napoli. And my tip will be a Napoli win in that game. Then our 10th game will be seeing Real Sociedad versus Benfica. This was another thrilling game, another tough game again, because Benfica currently they've not been having a season to remember this season, because previously they've been performing well in the UCL. If you look at how they've fared on in this competition, they usually cruise to victories, and they're always the top of each and every group. Because the last time they were out, they really surprised many in that they came top when they were with the PSG, with the likes of PSG and Barcelona in their groups. But this season they're having a drought. The last time they were out with the Real Sociedad, we witnessed Real Sociedad winning narrowly, the scoreline of 1-0. Real Sociedad, the other side, they're at position 1 with 7 points, while Benfica are at position 4 with 0 points. So this is going to be a tough game for Benfica, in that they have a lot of pressure to deliver in this game, because for them to keep their hopes of surviving, they need to get this job done in this group. So looking at both teams, I'll say I'm backing Benfica to win this game narrowly, because it is a must-win for them. It's a must-win for Benfica in this game. So definitely, I'm going for a scoreline of 1-2 in favor of Benfica. That is the Real Sociedad 1 with Benfica 2 But Real Sociedad definitely they have to score in that game because they're in a fine form. Benfica, although they lost to Barcelona during the weekend, so they're in a fine form. So my tip will be an over 1.5 goals in that match. Then our 11th game of UCL round 4 will be Arsenal welcoming Sevilla. Although Arsenal, I know they are frustrated after the decision never went against them over the weekend in the Newcastle Arsenal game. We witnessed a lot of drama with the VAR check. So I hope Arsenal will want that drama to for them to get over that drama and come into this game and get the job done against Sevilla. Although Sevilla are a very difficult side, they are really a side that you can never predict because they can always upset you because they do upset this English side. Because the last time also I witnessed their game with Arsenal, although Arsenal won narrowly. This game, I have a feeling that it might end with a draw, but with the quality that Arsenal has and the frustration they had the last weekend, I think they'll win this game. And that's why I'm backing Arsenal to win with a scoreline of 2-1. But my tip will be a BCS, that is both teams to score in that match, definitely. Then the 12th game will be witnessing high-flying Bayern Munich meeting Galatasaray, that is of Turkey. Bayern is from German Bundesliga. Bayern currently position 1 with 9 points. Galatasaray are at position 2 with 4 points. So, looking at both teams, Bayern Munich, the last time they met, they won against Galatasaray, and I'm seeing them winning again in this game because with a win, they shall have qualified to the next round comfortably. And that shall have made them the group winners automatically. And looking at both teams, I fancy again Bayern Munich with the quality that they have, Bayern Munich to win that game with a 3-1 scoreline, and also Harry Kane to score in that game. And I'm backing over 2.5 goals in that match. Then the 13th game will be witnessing Kobenhaven versus Man United. Both teams will want to win this game, and it is also a must win for Man United if they're to keep their hopes of qualifying for the next round. They need to hope that Bayern Munich wins against Galatasaray, and also they need to do themselves a favor by winning against Copenhagen. Copenhagen also will be fancying their chance at least to finish third, and also because it is still an open group. Either you finish third and move to the Europa, or they can still qualify number 2. That is if they win against United and also win their remaining matches. But United need to get the job done against Copenhagen and also beat Galatasaray. And due to it is a must win for United, I expect them to get the job done. And I'm backing a United win with a scoreline of 0-2 in favor of United. Then my tip will be Man United to win that game. Then the 14th game will be seeing PSV hosting Lens Lens, that is from French League. PSV stands at position 4 with the 2 points, while Lens 2 with position 2 with 5 points. This is also going to be a tough game because the last time these teams were out, we witnessed a scoreline of 1-1. That is a draw of 1-1. And also, being a difficult game again, I don't see both teams dropping points in that game. That's why I'm backing a draw of 1-1 in that game. And my tip will be an over 1.5 goals in that match. Then the 15th game, I will be seeing Real Madrid hosting Braga. That is, Braga is from the Portugal League also. So with the quality that although they were frustrated yesterday, we witnessed Real Madrid drawing 0-0 to Rayo Vallecano. But with the quality there, I fancy that they'll get the job done and emerge as group winners in that game. And I'm backing again Jude Bellingham to have a good game in that match. And I'm backing Real Madrid to win with a scoreline of 3-1. And my tip will be Real Madrid win in that game. Definitely. Then our 16th game will be witnessing Salzburg from Austria hosting Inter Milan from Italy League. Looking at both sides, Salzburg stands at position 3 with 3 points, while Inter Milan position 2 with 7 points. Inter Milan need to win this game because it's a must win for them to keep to qualify for the next round. While Salzburg at least they need to fancy their chance and keep that position 3, or still win to qualify for the next round. So it's going to be another tough game, of which I'm backing an Inter win with a scoreline of 1-2. Inter to win narrowly with a scoreline of 1-2, and my tip will be Inter Milan to win that game. Just to give you an highlight of the Champions League games, I think with the games to watch, go for Man United win with Kopenhagen because it is a must-win for them, and also go for Napoli to win against Union Berlin because Union Berlin currently they are really struggling. Also go for Manchester City win in that game. Then also another game that you need to watch. Give Shakhtar Donetsk. Give Shakhtar Donetsk Barcelona game. Give Barcelona to win that game. Then also you can go for FC Porto Antwerp. You can also give FC Porto to win that game. Definitely back to you, much better. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hunter, for those valuable additions. I really love them. And I think our members are going to be finding value following your opinions on these particular matches. Just to mention that tomorrow you're going, I'll start with the Tuesday. In Tuesday, I think these are the games you're supposed to be having a look at. We have Dortmund coming up against Newcastle. On that one, I agree with you that over 1.5 goals is the most probable option or the most outcome that has the highest probability of occurring. And then you have Atletico Madrid coming up against Celtic. On that one too, I tend to agree with you that the both teams to score is a perfect option to be considering. And then we have Porto coming up against Antwerp. On that one, I also agree that Porto winning is a perfect option to be considering. I think those are And maybe the Shakhtar Donetsk coming up against Barcelona. Barcelona to win is also an option that we must consider for tomorrow. And
definitely.
Thank you. And then we have the next day, we have Real Madrid against Braga. Real Madrid to be winning is a perfect option to be considering. Copenhagen against Manchester United. On that one, I will just tend to give Manchester United a double chance. I know they're not going to be disappointing us once again in the Champions League, and I expect them to be... in fact, the other one, they stepped up and recorded a victory. So in this one, too, I expect them to be either drawing or winning at full time, and that is why I'm going for Manchester United double chance with that one. And then...
Yeah, it is a must-win for them, because for them to keep their chances of qualifying for the next round, they need to win that game. Yeah, definitely.
That is correct. That is correct. And then we have the next one coming up. That is Bayern Munich against Galatasaray. On that one, it's going to be a difficult match in which, just as you mentioned, there are a lot of options to consider. And I think over 2.5 goals is not a bad one to consider. Even though I don't love the over 2.5 market, but I think if somebody wants a safer market, then you can consider over 1.5. And finally, the last one I think is going to be the Red Bull Salzburg game against Inter Milan. On this one, I tend to have a varying opinion. I think over 1.5 goals is the best option to consider on that particular game, instead of going with Inter Milan to be winning.
That is good. That's good. Much better.
Yeah. I think that is my opinion on those particular matches for the Champions League playing this weekend. This midweek, by the way, not weekend. I'm still obsessed with the weekend. And I think if you have any final additions before we just end the show, I'll really appreciate that one.
Okay, to our fans, just as you give an overview, try to look at the standings, how the standings are, and try to look at the teams that these matches will be important for them. Teams like Man United, they need to win at least to qualify for the next round. So you need to consider such factors, because you need to consider that how the position of each and every team in the group and which matches determined for them to qualify for the next round. So those are key things that you need to look at, and also look at the current forms of the team, both domestically and how they have fared on in the Champions League. A team like Union Berlin, they're really struggling a lot. So Napoli would like to capitalize on how they're struggling in this year's Champions League. A team like Antwerp, they're also struggling. You also have to consider that because they're also struggling domestically and also in the Champions League. So FC Porto will also have to capitalize on that. So when betting, try to look at the positions of each and every team and the games. How many points do they need to qualify for the next round? If that game is a must win for them, definitely. Thank you. Much better.
Thank you very much. As you have heard Anta just repeating to you the importance of going through the reason why these teams need really to be winning these particular matches. You need to look at why, if they really care about proceeding to the next round, or what they need to do in order to ensure that they are going to be in the next round of the Champions League. So those are the things you're supposed to be looking at before making the final prediction. Importantly, and as we end the video, please just do your own research, and at the end of the day, compare them with ours so that you are in a position to get the very best betting tips. Until next time, I appreciate you for being with us and watching the video till this particular moment. 25th minute it is, and I wish you nothing but success during this Champions League. We hope to be seeing you in the next few days with the Europa League predictions or the Conference League predictions. Until next time, goodbye and happy staking.